People would be like, you're not a size 12. And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm just dressing for my body. We were showing women how you can dress and flatter your body. It's not about the size on the clothes. It's how it looks on your body.
Welcome back to Self-Dom, the podcast where we explore the journeys of individuals who are redefining success and authenticity. In today's episode, we're thrilled to have Leah Georgantis, the dynamic co-founder and CEO of Girls with Gems, joining us. At just 29 years old, Leah has transformed her mother's home-based jewelry business into a premier fashion destination in Sydney's Double Bay. Under her leadership, the boutique now offers a curated selection of Australian and international designer brands, along with their own in-house label, Sneaky Link. Her journey from a law graduate to a successful entrepreneur is a testament to her vision, resilience, and passion for empowering women. But what truly sets Leah apart is her innovative and relatable approach to marketing. Through platforms like TikTok, she injects humor and authenticity into her brand, creating content that resonates deeply with her audience. Whether it's sharing candid moments or playful behind-the-scenes glimpses, Leah's marketing strategy humanizes the Girls with Gems brand, fostering genuine connections with her community. In this conversation, we'll delve into how Leah navigated the challenges of entrepreneurship, her approach to building a brand that resonates with her audience, and the personal philosophies that drive her success. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or someone passionate about fashion and authenticity, this episode is sure to inspire. Welcome to Self-Dom.
Thank you for having me.
We actually connected in Milos maybe 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, even if that, like maybe it was like a week before your wedding.
Yeah. And I got to stay at her beautiful mum's hotel. Give it a little shout out.
White Pebble Suites, Milos.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure the
stunning.
Sydney girls have seen it. I've been plugging it for a few years.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. And yeah, we just got on so well. And I said, I don't usually have, fashion and business on the podcast, but I just needed to have you on. You speak so well and you're full of knowledge.
Thank you.
So I'm really excited.
I'm very excited too.
My fellow Taurus.
Yes.
Let's start with your journey. So you were a law student.
Yep.
How did you go from that to being this entrepreneur and founder?
So I was studying law for 5.5 years, but the whole time I was working for my mum. So I was always alongside my mum and could kind of never let go of the business. Like even when I was working in law, every lunch break, I would be on Shopify doing Girls with Gems stuff, like always on the social media. And then my mum decided to open White Pebble Suites in Milos. And she said, I can't do Girls with Gems anymore. I'm going to live there 6 months of the year. If you want it, you can have it. But if you take it, I don't want it back. You have to figure out what to do with it if you don't want it after that. Otherwise, I'm selling it. And then I was like, okay, I've got this opportunity to take over a business, which is probably never going to happen again. And building a business is so hard. I was there by her side and watched her do it. And I can always go back to law, but taking over a business is just not going to be there. Also, I think what I thought law was going to be when I went into it was totally different to what it actually was when I started working in law. I wanted to be a lawyer because I watched Law & Order SVU and I wanted to change the world and save people's lives. And obviously that's not really what it is when you're in Sydney corporate law. It's not that at all. And I didn't have that burning passion. It didn't set my soul on fire at all, whereas Girls with Gems always made me so excited. I felt that adrenaline rush, that excitement. And when I took over, I told everyone that it was only for a year because all of my family and close friends were like, you studied for so long, as if you're going to give up law to go and do retail. And I was like, true, I'll just do it for a year. I need a break. I've been studying so hard. And that got everyone off my back. But I was like, I need to make this so successful that I never have to go back to law because I don't want to do it.
That almost became your driving force.
It was my driving force.
You're like, I'm not doing that. Because my dad was a lawyer.
Really?
Yeah, and he would...
Still?
Yeah, he still does it as a contractor.
Yeah, cool.
He's not in full-time work anymore. He's
Yeah.
retired. But I think that visual for me was, I don't want that. He left so early in the morning, came home so late at night, would be working from home. It was just never ending.
Yeah.
It was such an intense job, and I'm sure you're working such long hours and things like that, but
I think it's just my job is never ending, and law probably would have been actually easier for me because it wouldn't have been my own. But I think you just have to have that spark and excitement and joy. And like for some people, law brings that. It didn't bring it for me. When I was in front of my computer reading contracts, like I was like, I need my ADHD medication to do this. Whereas every single day, I am so excited about what I do. I feel like I could work for 24 hours a day and still have energy because I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It just didn't do it for me. But I studied law. I have friends that are in law and they love it so much.
Wow.
So I think it's just what sets your heart on fire. And
Yeah. Well, I've met your mum and she's extremely fashionable.
she is.
Did you always follow in her footsteps? Were you always well dressed?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So you've always loved fashion.
Like we've always loved shopping. Like when I was younger, I remember even for schoolies, she's like, do you want to go to New York instead of schoolies? I'm like, yes. And like we loved shopping together. It was our thing.
Yeah.
And she definitely like has like steered me in that direction and been my kind of like muse, I guess, in fashion.
What I find really interesting is that you didn't study marketing.
No, I
studied
didn't.
law.
You know
But,
what I always
you have a
say?
marketing brain.
So I went to Sydney Uni. I had to do a double degree, and my brother took me in to my like open day that I had to go to, and he's like, "Just do arts; it's easier than business." And I was like, "Yeah, mad." Like I didn't even know what I was doing, and then I just said, "Yeah, mad." And then I did an arts degree instead of doing a business degree, and I always was like, "Why didn't I do a business degree? I could have learned some things." But in my final year of law, I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to do this. I need to pick subjects that are going to help me. So I did like tax law and contracts and things like that I would use in the business.
Yeah.
But yes, I didn't do marketing.
The only thing, that comes to vibe for me is I did marketing.
And
I feel like it didn't help. As in the way that you do marketing and actually at the moment.
yeah, because it's guerrilla and they don't teach you that.
No, and we're doing an e-commerce course at the moment and I sit in on the Tuesdays usually, not today, but usually I sit in on the Tuesday and it's so practical what they show you. They're like, these reels and TikToks, these went off. The hook was good. Whilst when you're at uni, the marketing is so different. So almost a part of me thinks that if you went to marketing, if you studied marketing, you would have done it more traditionally and you wouldn't have ended up with the amazing strategy that you have.
Yeah, I do back that. It upsets me actually what isn't taught at university because people come through and like not a single person knows how to do a Facebook ad.
Yeah.
It's like you need that to run a business.
100%.
How come no one knows?
No one knows.
Why haven't they taught you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went from a law student to, okay, I'm taking over Girls with Gems.
Yep.
What happens next?
Oh, COVID happened next.
This is the second guess to COVID.
Yeah.
But it ended up working for you.
It was the best thing that ever happened because I took over in August and then
And your mum's gone to Milos.
my mum was here for a bit, but then she left and then COVID happened and my mum left.
Okay, so there wasn't anyone to kind of help you.
No, I mean, she was a phone call away and I was calling her a lot. But I actually went to Greece with her because at that time I was like, can never ever go back to law, have to do everything I can to not go back to law. So I'm going to open a fashion agency as well. So I flew to Greece. I was like, I had just taken over Girls with Gems. Like, I hadn't even started doing what I need to do there. And I was like, I need to open an agency. I'm going to sell Greek brands in Australia. So I went to Greece with my mum and COVID broke out. And I had to fly home. But I was saying to my mum and her business partner, because we were there together, this is really bad. And they're like, no, it's fine. It's going to be like SARS. It's going to be over. I was like, no, this is really bad. Like I was looking on TikTok and like freaking out. And then I got back and obviously all went down. And in the weirdest turn of events, I basically got to restart Girls with Gems because we stopped all orders from coming in. We then were like locked down for so long. We renovated. We came up with this new marketing strategy, which was the size 6 and size 12. And we started doing that and we became really known for that. And then we got a whole new fresh slate. So I basically got to start Girls with Gems again, which would never normally happen in business because people can't really stop for like a minute to decide which next direction they're going to go into when you're just trying to hustle every day.
Yeah, so your 6 and 12 marketing strategy, how did that come to mind in a place where all we see is the same marketing strategy for every brand? You skinny, pretty girls do a campaign somewhere. You know what I mean?
I'm laughing because like you're the beautiful girl in the campaign.
Yeah, I know. So I've made my money doing that. But
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
there's
100%.
a difference between a business and a brand, and you've built a brand.
Yes. So
anyone can build a business.
I'll never forget sitting at Indigo with my husband and my friend Georgia.
Is she the other girl in the videos?
No, Ella
Okay.
was the other girl in the video. But at that time it was just Georgia and I working in the business, and we had coffee at Indigo, and I said, guys, like I hate our Instagram. I hate it. It makes me sick that all we're posting are these photos of these gorgeous girls, which is gorgeous. But how can I be putting that out when that's not even me? I don't relate to that. It's way too aspirational. It's not relatable.
And then you look like every other brand.
Yeah, but also I'm loud and extroverted. I'm a size 12. How am I not putting that out there on the internet? Like, people love that. And at the time,
you're confident too. Your aura is really like strong.
Yeah, and I didn't feel like my aura was being like I didn't feel like my energy was on Instagram. I felt like it was almost like fake because that wasn't me. And there was an Instagram at the time, which still exists. It's called Dessert Boxes. Have you ever seen them? Oh my God, they're so funny. So I follow them. They literally send out like donut boxes and cakes. It's like
they're still around?
Yeah, they're still around for sure. They did really rogue marketing, and it was like bordered on like naughty marketing. Like sometimes it was rude. And I was like, I love that. Like I watch it every single day. I love watching their team. They had this guy that worked in their boss man. Like they had all these like characters in their social media, and it was all about them doing silly things, but then they would just sell the donuts and cakes on the side. And I was like, I want to be more of that vibe, but obviously in a fashion way. Like we can't be too rogue. And we kept talking about that, but didn't kind of land anywhere. And then it wasn't until the middle of lockdown, Ella had come onto the team, and one day Ella was like, I want to do something really weird. I want to dress in the exact same outfit. But you're a size 12 and I'm a size 6, and I want to film.
Ella's idea.
It was Ella's idea.
Wow.
And I was like, I look ugly today, we'll do it tomorrow. She was like, okay, cool. So the next day we put some makeup on in the middle of lockdown, and we literally videoed ourselves in 3 different outfits in the same size, and everyone loved it, and we were making sales. So we started doing it every single day, and we haven't missed a day since that. And that was how many years ago? Like,
do you
5
batch them now?
Yeah, we batched them out, and Ella left. So Renee stepped in, and we might have like other people step in and out, but we haven't stopped doing it in 5 years. But yes, we do batch, but like we shoot a lot.
So it was COVID, and I feel that Girls with Gems is quite dressy. So
we stopped everything coming in, and then we had like tracksuits by the truckload. Camilla and Mark and this Rosalia, Russian, and Atois did this collaboration, and we were ordering hundreds of tracksuits. Like it was mental, and we were just selling tracksuits.
But you knew that the strategy was working before you did the orders, or it was
we just knew it would work.
You just knew. You
just
had that
feeling. We just pivoted so quickly, and we were one of the first to pivot.
Tracksuits on 2 bodies.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I feel like it's so impactful when you guys do it with, say, bodycon dresses and things like that.
Yeah.
Like so hot, both so hot, instead of the initial stigma of like certain body shapes, certain cuts.
I think it's also really funny because I would get so much hate back then, more not now. And people would be like, you're not a size 12. And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm just dressing for my body. This is what we're meant to do. Yeah, but they didn't believe it because we were showing women how you can dress and flatter your body. It's not about the size on the clothes. It's how it looks on your body. So you need to pick clothes that look good on your body. And then, sure, I might not look like a size 12, but I am wearing a 12. It just flatters my body really well.
What I find really interesting too is because I am a size 6, so it's not something that's crossed my mind as much, because when I shop those websites, I'm like, okay, it looks similar. But when I look on your Instagram, I'm like, I want to buy everything. Like the Benny dress that I sent you yesterday, I was like, I'm obsessed with this. Like it doesn't impact how I
Oh, you mean when you see it on me, you're still,
I still want to buy it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't impact how I feel. And I think we need to see it more, and it's so sad because we've actually gone really backwards.
I agree.
And there's been have you seen this whole Serena Williams thing?
No.
Oh, I won't dive into it, but she's promoting Ozempic.
Oh, no.
And GLP-1, and it's like really blown up, and a lot of people are talking about it. And I don't want to talk about it because I am a size 6, and so I feel I'm not the right person to front that. But the one thing I just find disheartening is when someone who is a professional athlete, whose body has been there for them, like strong, literally become number 1 in the world, and you're still body hating, body shaming. It's kind of wild.
I think it's such a big conversation. I think food noise is such a big thing for people. I can't really speak to all of this. I don't know enough, but food noise is so big, and how do we know her food noise hasn't been debilitating? We don't know. Yeah.
I just was saying to Tom the other night, the one thing that is hard for me is someone who has struggled with disordered eating in the past, that the whole conversation about Ozempic actually is quite triggering.
Yeah.
So people would say, oh, well, you're a size 6, you don't understand. But for me, it's the triggering noise that when I saw different body shapes in the media, it made me feel it was just a lot easier to, eat well, train well, take rest, and not focus on my body of an exterior and focus on how it makes me feel.
Yes.
And I think now that I'm moving into my next era, which is soon to, become
you're MILF era. You look like a MILF right now.
I'm a MILF, become a mom.
Yeah.
Like, that's my important thing. But I just know how triggering it all is. So I
think there's so many triggering things about
the internet.
Weight, and in all different ways for all different people. What's triggering for you might not be triggering for me, but what's triggering for me is not for you. You know what I mean? Exactly. So you do need to be like sensitive to everyone and inclusive. Like, I mean, we get like messages being like, why aren't you inclusive? And I'm like, you don't show a size 16. And I'm like, okay, we're doing our best here. We're using 2 people that work here. Relax. Do you want to go and scout someone and pay for them? No. We shoot every day. This is how we do it. Be nice.
What are the sizes in your store?
So so for Girls with Gems, we were only able to buy the sizes the brands made. And typically they were making 6 to 12. And people have only just expanded now. Sneaky Link makes from a 4 to a 16, but we're about to make to a 20. So as of October 10, we are launching a size 20. So there were actually times where I didn't fit in the clothes because I was bigger than a size 12. Like, I'd put on weight.
So messed up.
Yeah, you know what? You know what's more messed up than that? Like, I only shop at Girls with Gems. I think like Girls with Gems is like my whole personality. It would be weird if I shopped somewhere else and wore other brands. Like, I'll wear designer, but yeah, exactly. I have everything. If I don't have it, we'll buy it.
Yeah,
you know. But I went to a shop and tried something on just because like John was buying things from the same shop, and they didn't have more than a size 12. And in shorts, I like to wear a 14 because I have a big bum, small waist. It looks good on me when I wear a 14. They didn't have it. How can I not fit in an Australian designer? I'm just a normal, like, I'm healthy. I train 3 times a week. I eat a moderate healthy diet. I'm healthy. So how can I not fit in your clothes?
So messed up. I would like maybe off mic just tell me the brand because you don't name and shame. But
no, we never do that.
God.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So then that's probably what inspired you to create Sneaky Link.
Yeah, and I'm really proud that straight off the bat, well, actually it wasn't straight off the bat, within the 6 months after we started, because we used to just do one size, we went straight to a 16 really quickly. And
I read that it's the most common size in Australia as a 16. Over the whole
should know the data because I'm in fashion, but I have no idea. But I know that like size 12 is so popular, like so popular. So it's crazy.
That people like to size up a lot of the time. So having a 14 is wild.
Wild.
I'm thinking of the brands you stock there. They don't have 14s.
No, we do at the brands that we stock, I'd say like majority of them now go up to a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a brand we don't stock.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the real moment that changed the business for you? Was it doing that strategy, the 6 to 12, or did an influencer wear it or something happened?
No, honestly, we were like grinding for years, and then it kind of, I think that a lot of people think it's an overnight success in the last 12 months.
That's how it looks like.
I know, it does look like it. But I literally, alongside our team, have been hustling for like 5 years of solid hustle, doing the same thing every single day. And then it just got traction.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to this guy giving business advice, and he was talking about socials, TikTok and stuff. And that's why I've started posting on Self-Dom TikTok. I never used to.
Yeah.
But he's like, you need to utilize these platforms and let go of, okay, if something doesn't do well, who cares?
It doesn't matter if it doesn't do well.
He said when he started, he was posting 10 TikToks a day, and it took like 3 months, and they got one that went viral, and they grew 30,000 followers like that. You just need one that sticks. Do you agree with this?
Oh, social media is wild. You need to be consistent, and you need to push out content, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't work. 100% I agree with that. People are way too, I was actually on a podcast this morning talking about how like with Sneaky Link now, we have the capacity and budget to go and shoot anywhere we want with stylists and all of the fancy things, and we don't do it because we just hustle as much content quickly all the time. Whereas these other brands who have just started and don't have the budget are going and doing all of these like beautiful campaigns that are then not like translating into views, like shares, which is so important. And then they're like, why didn't this work? So I feel like when you are super reactive, quick, pushing out content, you win in the end. Because it does just take a few things to go viral and like get traction.
And I think for me, as a small business owner, you rather post on social, get the reach, get the this, than spend the money on the campaign that you can really only utilize once.
Yeah.
Because people get bored of
I
it.
also have such a big thing on this because, and like, no one take my word for word because that might change my mind. But I was like, why would we fly to like Morocco with a whole team, like takes like models from Australia and like hairstylists and blah, 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 blah. And then the girl that is buying it just like wants to see what a girl looks like at icebergs. So why would we do that? But in saying that, like I did fly to Paris and like shoot stuff, but it was just me and my mum. Like it was very fun and like chill and me and my mum hanging around in Paris, which girls in Sydney go and do. But I feel like campaign, how can anyone relate to that? It's so unattainable.
Yeah. Let's talk about you as a brand.
Cool.
Because obviously Girls with Gems started as that, your mum, but now you are Girls with Gems.
I
How
am.
are you finding that and having a social media presence? Like you went from law to now being, you've got a big broadcast channel, community, DMs, feel like you need to show up online.
Every day.
Every day, like that's a lot.
Yeah. I think Girls with Gems is so ingrained in me because like I've been working with my mum since I was in year 10. So I feel like Girls with Gems is me and I don't know who I would be without Girls with Gems, which is scary and I think about it a lot, but this is where I'm at, so I'm not going to worry about what's next. But I feel like because it's just so a part of me, it doesn't feel like my Instagram doesn't feel like a big deal. I don't feel like I need to put in effort. I feel like it's just like part and parcel of what I'm doing. Does that make sense?
But do you feel that you can continue showing up like this for the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess that question like leans towards like, can you keep going and not burn out? But like I've been burnt out multiple times before. So I know better how to avoid getting to the point of not being able to continue. But yeah, I do feel like I see myself doing this long term. And I think especially with Sneaky Link now, like I'm so passionate about Sneaky Link. I love it so much. We haven't even touched the sides of what we want to do. So I definitely see myself doing it. And I wouldn't pull myself out of being sole part of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I feel that your audience will grow with you. So
exactly
as your
right.
life changes, their life is also changing.
I was really scared of my life changing because obviously that organically happens as you get older. And I was like, how will I cope doing everything? But I think just like naturally as you get older, you're like, I'll be fine. I'll do this. I'll be able to do this. It's easy.
Day by day as well. Like
you also watch other people do it and they're doing it. So you're like, I'll make it work.
Yeah. So I met your beautiful husband.
Yes. And I met your beautiful husband.
Yes, so cute. Well, he wasn't. Oh, he was my husband. We got married.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I got married twice.
Yeah, you get it. How is it working together and how did that start? Like, was he always working for the business?
No, so he studied construction and then he was in tech startups. And in the middle of lockdown, I was like, we need to do Facebook ads. So he learned how to do Facebook ads and he started running the Facebook ads, but he still had a job. And then he was working somewhere else. And then it was literally a week after we got engaged, something happened in my brain. And I was like, it does make sense for him to be working for someone else. He's so smart. I was like, we should be working together and bringing as much value as we can into this business because like we're going to get married and this is going to be our life. So we should do it together.
Yeah, it's like a baby.
Yeah. And he had so many skills that I didn't have. And why would I hire someone to do them when he would probably do it better because he was passionate and invested. So he quit his job like a week after we got engaged and we've been working together ever since. To be honest, the first week I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. No. He needs to leave. I can't work with him. But we very quickly found our groove and now I literally wouldn't do it without him. I wouldn't want to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you guys, you don't have to say numbers or whatever, but obviously you had to have a discussion because he's now working for you. Is he like co-founder?
Yeah. Well, his role is COO and I'm CEO.
Yeah. And
So we're both in line.
But it's like yours together now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then I've met him.
Yeah.
You're definitely the fashionable, you take that. Do you
Yeah.
guys have your separate roles? Or
Yes.
do you cross over?
He tries to get involved in mine.
Really?
But then he'll listen to this and be like, hey, you get involved in mine. I do creative. So my role is to do all things Sneaky Link from start to finish, and then to also oversee our creative strategy online for Girls with Gems. His role is to run our operations and a lot more.
Yeah. And he does a lot.
Wait, once I asked him, like, what do I do? He's like, oh, you do the pretty things and I do everything else. So I'm going to say he does operations and I do everything else. But we do different things. So and we do like tell each other what we think about ours because we're both really headstrong. So we both like,
and it's very because you both
honest. It's beyond honest.
That's
it's like,
I mean.
can you stop being so honest?
Yeah.
But it works. It works. This is why we're so great because we like challenge each other so much to be the best.
Wow.
So yeah, it works.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it because obviously Tom and I work together now and we just had a really big conversation the other night about, like he is now co-founder.
Yeah.
And it was kind of hard for me because Self-Dom was my baby to start.
Yeah.
But similar to you, like he's doing the Facebook ads and that side and I needed that for the growth of the business. Otherwise it's just going to be me and my community and the walk club and I was just happy doing that. But he's allowed us to have a vision of like, your goal is to help 1 million people, Tom. How the hell are you going to do that?
Yeah,
if you're
literally.
not using marketing and this and that. And so it's been really good. And I remember when we had our dinner in Milos, I was like, did you guys fight at the start? And you're like, yes.
Wait, we still fight. Last week we had our marketing manager as our I was like, you're our mediator. She's like, and we were like yelling at each other about ads because I thought that it should go a certain way. And then he's yelling at me about something else. Like we were like butting heads. For like 3 days. And then it was our 1 year anniversary and we just forgot everything happened during the week and we were in love.
But I think it's good.
But it's good.
Yeah,
You're challenging each other to just be the best. And like you're getting frustrated because you both want it to be the best.
Yes, yeah.
Like after, like he called me and was like, I just want to tell you that like, it hurts me that this isn't going the way that it should be because I can see you're trying to do everything that you can. So like we're aligned. We want the same thing. We're angry because it's not working.
Yeah.
But it is working now. It just took a few days.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And I think it's just inspiring to share that it's not just like glamorous and perfect and streamlined. Like,
but then also I'm like, I couldn't imagine not working together. Like being together every single day is the best thing. I wouldn't have it any other way.
No,
but also I'd be sad if we weren't.
I feel the same.
Like imagine I didn't see him from 9 till 5. That would make me sad. I want to see him all the time. I miss him when this morning he's like, I'm going to miss you because I've been at podcasts all morning and I'm going to miss you too.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
Gooey, but like the cute way.
Yeah.
And then we'll scream a bit later.
Yeah, exactly.
Facebook ad.
Yeah.
I think it's balanced, and I think as well it teaches you good communication. If you can have a business together, like you can do anything together.
100% agree.
You guys are ready, I want to talk about that burnout that you were talking about. What happened? Like, what was the moment you knew you were burnt out? Because I think it's a term thrown around all the time.
I know, and it's also funny because so many people are like, so how do you avoid burnout? I'm like, I don't.
They're like, I still work myself to the ground.
Yeah. So, I mean, the first time I was burnt out, I had panic attack, and that's when it took me a while to realize that was my body telling me to stop. But I had a panic attack, didn't know what that was, so I went to the doctor. They were like, you're fine.
Had you ever had anxiety or anything before?
Yeah, but I didn't know that it was anxiety.
Oh, wow.
I had anxiety, but I didn't know that do you know what I mean? I didn't label it yet. Yeah. Then I had a panic attack, and I went to the doctor, and I was like shaking and stuff. And they were like, you're fine. I was like, not fine. But they didn't mention anxiety. And then I had a separate referral for my ADHD to go to a psychiatrist. So I was like, I'm just going to go to a psychiatrist. What else am I going to do? There's something wrong with me. And I went, and he was like, oh, if you couldn't breathe, you'd be dead. I was like, okay, cool. This is really unhelpful. No one's helping me. So then I went to a kinesiologist, and I spent a lot of time looking after myself to get better, but I'm like all or nothing, and most of the time I'm all, so I end up being burnt out. I think it's inevitable. I'm not sure.
I feel like you're the type of person that's just like go, go, go.
I am until I can't go because I need rest.
Like how long's the rest? How long do you need to rest?
Well, I think now I'm better because I say no to things way more. I
What are
say no
things
when
you
it's
say
not
no
aligned.
to?
I say no to a lot of things. I get asked to do a lot of things. And if it doesn't make sense in that moment and it's not going to add enough value for the business or for me at that time, I will say no. Because there's only so many hours in my day and I can't do everything. And I've realized that I literally can't do everything. So I have to say no. And I have to also make time for myself. So I make a lot of time for myself where people will be like, do you want to go for dinner? And I'm like, no, I'm busy. I'm not busy. I'm busy relaxing because I need to do that. I exercise. I try to eat healthy. I see my friends. I go for walks. I don't drink alcohol most of the time. Things that I know make me feel good and that leave me some time to rest and recharge. But there's times in business where you can't. Or you can,
But you miss out.
someone else is going to work harder than you then. And then people are going to shop from them. You know what I mean?
Where do you get this drive from? Because it's strong, it's fierce.
It is fierce. I think it's just like, competition with myself. And I think it's like maybe in line with my law degree, I had to try so hard and work so hard. So it's ingrained in me. I mean, my dad worked so hard when we were younger. Like he would get up at 4:00 in the morning, go to work, come home at 7:00. So I saw that work ethic really young. My mum also is such a legend. She started, I'm not allowed to talk about how old she is, but she started her 2 businesses much later in life. So I think the work ethic I see in my parents. And then with me, I don't know. I think it's a cross between being so passionate about what I do and then wanting to be the best at it.
I feel like you would have to work with your husband. Because...
Yeah, imagine what would happen if he would have to hear it all the time anyway.
Yeah, and you'd have to hear it all the time.
I know, you would never see me.
And you would never see.
Yeah.
But do you guys set aside a time to not talk about work, to switch off? Because I remember in Milos the next morning, you guys were on your laptops.
Honestly, that trip, we shouldn't have gone on that trip. It was really bad timing. And
you were working that night, in the morning. I was like, this girl. I mean, I was on my honeymoon, so it was a good vibe.
No, to be honest, we shouldn't have gone away. And he had been saying it for months and I didn't listen because I wanted to go so bad. So I made us go and I admitted to him last week that he was right. We shouldn't have gone because it's taken us we've been back for 2.5 weeks and we're only just feeling like we're on top of things and we only went for 3.5 weeks. So what was the point? But it's fine. I mean, we have to learn. I have to learn these lessons sometimes. We had a wedding also that we didn't want to miss, but it's fine. We definitely find time, but not in a structured way.
Yeah.
Organically, on the weekend, we didn't work at all. We celebrated our 1 year anniversary. We honestly had the best time ever. We have the best time together. We have so much fun together. And there are so many times where we're not working and having a great time, but it's not set. And I think if it was, and we were so strict around that, again, you're not going to be successful. Someone else is doing it while you're not. We know when we've hit the limit and we put the brakes on.
So you don't think balance exists? Do you think it's
No, I don't. I listened to a Mark Boris podcast and I actually spoke about this when I went on his podcast. And he said on his podcast, I'll never forget, I lived in Rose Bay when I was younger and I was walking from my house to Lion Park and I was walking along the beach and I was listening to a podcast and Mark said, there is no such thing as balance. It's impossible as an entrepreneur. The only way you can have balance is by, say, going really hard at work for a week and then foot off the pedal and then you're chill, see your friends, have a good time for a few days and then you're back on. And I kind of back that. I don't think you can just have balance every day.
I feel for me personally that, as I said, going back, there's businesses and there's brands. If you want to have a brand, it's more than just, selling something. It's your whole life. It's your whole life.
Yeah. I'm not saying you can't have balance, as in you can't wake up in the morning and go to the gym and eat a healthy breakfast with your protein and do things that make you feel good every day. You have to do those things. You can't be a good business owner and you can't have a good brand if you don't do things for yourself. But I don't think that you can work 40 hours a week and the rest of the time is you relaxing and switching off and not thinking about work. Because if you do that, then your brand's definitely not going to be successful.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with that because I think at first I would say I'm super balanced. I have my morning routine and I do my things, but often I'm on my walk and I'm answering emails. Often I'm on my walk thinking about real ideas, podcast ideas,
Yeah.
new product ideas.
But don't you love that?
I love it.
I love it too. It makes me so excited.
Because I love it.
Yeah.
And I get really excited. We're launching some new products and we've got some new things. And my morning to me is the time that I get back to all those like voice memos,
Me too.
meetings. That's
my like ideation time. Like I start thinking. Yeah.
I feel on top of it.
Yeah. My morning is like all my ideas, and then I'm literally like, we have a lot of team members, so then I'm like idea, and then let's go, let's run with it.
And I think what you said is so true. So you can still like get up, have your healthy breakfast and do that, but it's what you define balance as. So
Exactly.
To me, I disagree with Mark because I define balance as the certain rituals and habits. So I switch off at 7:30. Like everyone knows I do not reply to messages. That is it.
Where do you put your phone?
It's like in the kitchen. Like it's,
oh wow.
I have serious nights.
What do you do?
Like phone is out there, lights are off, reading my Kindle. Tom and I will play cards. It's very like ritualistic.
Oh, that's very nice.
Like that to me is
I dream of that.
Well, it's a boundary
yeah.
for me. And obviously your business is so much bigger, so I can only relate to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
But I find my mornings can be a bit more of a blurred line. Like I'll always do my gratitude and I meditate, but then I go on my walk, I have my matcha, and usually I'm like replying to comments, like that's still working, but it doesn't feel like work.
100%. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I guess, I feel balanced.
I think the nighttime routine for me, like I'm not here to preach anything good about I'm because I'm actually not in a good place right now of where I would want to be. Like I'm on my phone until 10 p.m. I go straight to sleep because I'm so exhausted, and then I wake up feeling exhausted. Wow. And I sleep for like 9 to 10 hours and still wake up not feeling good. So like
Can you outsource anything of that?
Yeah, we have 37 staff. I just am so addicted to working and the business right now that I just can't switch off because I'm too excited and I want to be on all the time.
Yeah.
But that's a me problem, and like I know I need to fix it, but obviously it takes time and you have to actually set the boundaries. And I'm not good at setting boundaries.
But my question to you is like, what are you chasing that is so needed at that time when you know it's impacting your health?
Yeah, I guess it's like an adrenaline thing because we like do you have Shopify?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you like
Never
watching
stops.
the sales?
Oh yeah.
What?
I still see every single sale that comes through.
Oh my God.
I don't have notifications on my phone.
Okay,
I don't
good.
see the sales come through.
Good, yeah.
But like I'll go on Shopify and look, and then like TikTok and Instagram never stop, and like people are always like, we're in fashion, so like there's so much fashion like content that comes through, and like like I'm always absorbing it.
But it will be there in the morning.
I know, and I wish that.
Because I feel like those tasks don't need you at that time.
They don't need me at that time.
But
because from like 9 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. I'm in meetings and with people the whole day. I don't get to do my work. Like we have so many people in our team. So like I'm with the team, and then I don't get to be creative during the day. So the only time that I would get to do that and scroll on Pinterest, TikTok and Instagram is at night or in the morning. And I want to get as much creative flow as I can, so that's my only time to do it.
And you feel that you don't get distracted on there by like just doom scrolling?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's impossible not to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I sometimes give myself that excuse where I'm like, oh no, I'm looking for work, but I'm actually just fucking doom scrolling. But I'll find like a good audio, so it was worth it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the whole time I'm like we have different group chats, and I'm like sending sneaky link, Girls with Gems, socials, like this is a good idea. Love this. Love how they did this. Blah, blah, blah. Like,
I would
just
love
like
to
relentless.
chat to an employee.
Oh my God. They will tell you that I am relentless.
I heard on a podcast that on Slack or something, you can schedule messages. So
I do schedule heaps of messages, but then sometimes I forget to schedule it. I just send it. But I'm not like, I don't expect anyone at work to work after 5:30. I do not expect it. I never have. We work normal business hours, but then I'll just work and then they can do it in the morning.
Yeah.
I never expect anyone to do anything outside of hours.
Yeah. So I've got you a gratitude journal. It's sitting on the table.
You're so beautiful.
That's going to beat the habit. So then before bed, just write in your journal, and then in the morning, write in your journal.
Do you know what?
Like
I got
minutes.
in such a good. So I went to Fiji earlier in the year, and just before I went to Fiji, I was so burnt out. Like I went to the doctor. I'm like, I'm not well, and she's like, the only problem with you is that you're like anxious and highly strung,
like
and you
energy.
need to. There is nothing actually wrong with you. you have too much anxiety. And I was like, cool. So I went to Fiji knowing that.
That's made my anxiety
worse. I went to Fiji knowing that, and I would wake up in the morning, go and journal, drink coconut.
Cute.
Then I would go play tennis for an hour,
great?
jump in the water, come have breakfast, get on my phone. And then it was like no phone after. Yeah, it felt like the best thing ever. And then I go, oh my God, when I get back to Sydney, I'm going to play tennis all the time. Do you think I've played tennis once? That was in January. It's September. It's August.
I know.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not nowhere near where you are in business. So I always I can't give advice, but I do think like your health is so important.
It is so important.
And I think that if you gave yourself even 30 minutes before you went to bed to just like decompress your nervous system,
yes,
you wouldn't be like this anxious energy. And I feel like it could be good.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like I'm feeling that it will be good for you. Because you're a Taurus like me. Like we love being home and we love routine.
Yeah, we do.
Like and you have a beautiful
I do love being home and I love routine.
Yeah, so make it a ritual and like one that you stick to. Even if it's just having a tea, write your journal, have 2 magnesiums.
Do you do it in the morning or the night?
Both. It's got both prompts.
Great.
For you.
Great.
Give it 30 days and see how you go.
I have to, because now this is publicly going to go onto the internet.
So everyone's going to message you now.
I'm going to have to do this.
This journal. It's easy and it's simple.
Yeah.
I'm going to end with the last question we asked all our guests, which is what advice would you give to your younger self?
Probably just to keep going. I think at the start of any journey, you want everything to happen right away. And you want everything straight away. You want your business to be this beast, and all the things that you see in other businesses that you wish were in yours. I think it's just like, keep going. Don't be so hard on yourself. It happens in time. Like everything takes time. You can only do one thing at a time. So it would just be like, keep going, because you're going to get where you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process.
So good.
Yeah.
We'll let everyone know where they can find you.
Cool.
Give them all the deets.
You can find me on Leo Girls with Gems, because I am my brand. So that's my tag.
And then, so Girls with Gems,
Yeah, Girls with Gems, Sneaky Link brand.
I'm wearing Sneaky Link. It's so cute.
I'm wearing Sneaky Link too.
And yeah, if you love this episode, share it, write a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.